Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Quest, unfortunately, is no longer with us. He had to go work since LCK is starting. However, ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't mean that we're not going to have an exciting time, because we might see. Will Quest be subbed in? Based on their facial reactions, we won't see we won't see Crown.
전 예고편이었습니다. 왜냐면 실제로 이제 경기는 지금 나올 거니까. 네. 나올까요? 나올까 안 나올까요? 왜냐면 자 시청자 여러분 이동 등장을 준비해 놓으시면 됩니다. 이게 편집점이라는 거거든요. 네네. 이동 등장 복사해 놓으시면 됩니다. 오즈 크라운 통증 진짜. 얘들아 준비했지? 알려좀 주소. 네. 크라운 나오는지 알려좀 주소. 네. 캠프 준비 끝났습니다. 아 바로.
Let's see. Oh, we do it! Let's go, baby! Let's fucking go! We got Crown! We got broccoli in this bitch! Let's go! We got Crown in this bitch! Woo. Let's go! Oh shit!
브리온 블레이드 도일과 긴 헤나가 들어왔을 때는 또 다른 느낌의 브리온 블레이드.
Oh yes. Sorry, Alan. I was. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. This is gonna be Pog. This is gonna be Pog. I am excited. I am excited. I get to cast Crown, the former world champion. That's a Pog moment right there. I get Valorant and I get Crown at the same time. Today is just a great day. Well, nonetheless, let's get right into it. Brion Blade, OZ Gaming. So we're gonna see the Vars priority from Brion Blade. You know what I want to see? I want to see a Victor pick. I want to see a Victor pick. Callista picked up by Pilot, and then Broccoli's gonna be picking up his signature Jarvan. That is a very coin flip. So we'll be excited. It'll be exciting to see which of those sides of the coins we get. Oh. We're going to see the Thresh pick by Minute. Minute is quite the Thresh player, so it's going to be exciting to see that. And Doyle is playing Lee Sin, which is not a good sign. Oh, wait a minute. Thresh.
브리온 입장에서 약간 머리가 아플 것 같긴 해요. 상대가 이제 미드라이너가 이 팀에 와서 뭘 준비했는지에 대해서 명확하지 않잖아요. 그래서 저는 사실 이런 상황이면 좀 무난하게 할 수 있는 럼블.
I'm having to do Leaguepedia stuff because this is the first time Crown is playing.
일단 오즈 쪽에서는 고의를 먼저 잘라줬고 브리온 블레이드 분명히 미드 쪽에 카드 하네요. 오즈 쪽이 럼블을 가져갔을 때 조합 시너지가 대단해서 이제 그런 부분을 언급을 해주신 것 같고, 기본적으로 지인 선수는 원래 이제 AD 챔피언들을 좋아하는 그런 분이었어요. 쉽지 않아. 크라운 선수 하면 말자 하나 어떻게 보면 약간 극단적인 스킬이고 무난하게 간다 보니까 저는 아직도 그냥 신드라가 떠오르거든요. 신드라는 분명히 진입들이 좋다 보니까 에이스 그 부분에 대해서 브리온 블레이드가 봐야 될 것 같아요. 크라운의 챌린저스 코리아 데뷔전입니다. 승리예요. 시간제.
Okay, let me resume with the draft. Ooh, Twisted Fate. Okay, these bands are spicy, I'll tell you that much.
저는 스페를 벤타드에서 스페를 챌린저스 코리아 이제 2년 차인데 처음 써봤습니다. 네. 흔한 구도는 아니긴 하죠.
이거 미드피가 웬만하면 몰아주는 게 낫죠. 마지막으로 돌리고.
Okay, so as we see, they're saving the mid pick for last, which is really, really interesting that they're prioritizing Crown so highly in this draft. So we'll see. What the mid lane pick's gonna be? It's gonna be the Nico hover. It's gonna be the Nico lock. Now we'll see, what is Crown going to play? Oh, Malzahar. Oh, Victor, please, Victor. Oh, please play Victor, please. I beg you. Boo. Oh, come on. Ah, Syndra. Alright. Oh, you fucking kidding me. Alright, I'll take Syndra though. I'll take that. As we're gonna see Crown play the Syndra into the Zoe, or not the Zoe, the Nico. My apologies. So it'll be interesting to see how that's gonna go. Let me just fix Brion Blade real quick.
챌린저스 코리아라는 리그의 특징을 현실적으로 생각을 하면 이렇게 미추한 곳에 귀한 분이라는 이야기가 나올 만한 그런 출전이에요. 사실 팩트죠.
귀하죠, 귀합니다. 저희를 미투하게 생각하나요?
크라운이요?
아니요, 본인 해설이요. 본인이
하지만 브리온 블레이드 입장에선 어떻게 보면 찬스. 지인 입장에서도 찬스가 됐습니다.
Sweet. Okay.
서로의 찬스고
Everything is good to go.
이제 또 이한 선수를 출전을 하는 경기에서 패배한 이후에 교체 투입된 만큼 그리고 또 신드라라는 코픽 카드를 몰아받은 만큼 이번 경기에서 뭔가 보여줘야겠다는 생각이 들고요.
크라운의 프로필 사진 봐주세요.
저게 또 북미에서 온 선수들이 운동을 많이 하고 들어오더라고요. 팔이 보시면 근육이 저기 그냥 마우스 키보드 잡는 근육이 아니에요. 새를 드는 근육입니다.
What? No Arathogens? What? I'm gonna hit you with it. Boom. How does that make you feel, Arathogens?
크라운의 챌린저스 코리아 데뷔전.
Talking all that trash about Brion Blade's draft.
이름 좀 있나 본데 얼마나 하는지 한번 볼까요? 너무 궁금해집니다. 2020 LCS 스프링 때 크라운 선수 신드라로 승리한 경험이 있거든요. 두 번째 세트 시작하겠습니다.
Aatrox and the Mordekaiser won last game. Like Quest has been saying, and like I say all the time, draft doesn't dictate the game. It's about execution of draft. It's about player gaps, what better jungler wins, better bot wins. It's a lot of things. You can't just go off of the draft. Also, I can't tell if that's bot lane going top or if it's just that way because of 50% of the games are decided at drafts. That could not be further from the truth. I cannot think of a game where the worst team had the better draft and won as a result. Because of the draft, I should say. Execution of the draft matters so much more. And also player gap matters so much. Like, The skill gap matters so much as well. And also, there's picks that like normally would insta lose you the draft, like the Silas, but Silas has won before because Roy's a Silas one trick. Same thing goes for Kled. Same thing goes for Mumu. It's a terrible pick and it still won. Now here's 2 pound. 2 pound. God fucking damn it. Why do I have to say this to everybody? The draft doesn't mean the team's gonna win. No, I'm not giving you back my auto pathogens. I don't even know why you had it in the first place. I'm gonna be real with you, buddy. Why do you even have it in the first place? Give me one good reason. As we see here, stun's gonna land onto Minute. But that's not the same. LCK is not the same as CK. APK is significantly better than most of these teams in CK. Draft doesn't mean anything in CK. Well, it doesn't. It's not that it doesn't mean anything. It does mean something. The execution of the draft and the skill gap matters more than the draft does, is what I should say. We've been chillers for 2 years now. I don't know about that. You kind of been DMing me some pretty dumb questions on Discord recently, buddy. I don't know. I don't know about chilling. Yeah, there's so many other factors in CK that matter more than draft, because like in LCK, a lot of the teams. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of teams. A good chunk of the teams are pretty equal when it comes to skill gap. If not, the gap isn't significant enough like it is in CK. Like Crown just absolutely obliterating Jin in lane right now. But the problem with that is that he's using a lot of mana doing so. But yeah, I will say though, when it comes to draft in CK, what does matter to me is Ornn picks. Definitely will dictate draft, and whatever's like the auto pick ban, like the Aphelios and the Callista. Like the Aphelios wasn't picked up, but the Callista was. So with that alone, and also another thing, Pilot is insane on Callista. So like there are some elements of the draft that will matter, like what I just went over. But not every single element of the draft, like this top lane matchup. Soar is a garbage top laner. He is not a good top laner. Weiser could pick, like, Weiser could pick Zed top and be just fine. That is how massive the gap is between Weiser and Soar. He would be absolutely fine if he picked anything that remotely could be good top lane. He would be A-okay. And then jungle. It doesn't matter what you put Broccoli on. That doesn't dictate if he's going to be that doesn't dictate his coin flip. A literal coin flip dictates his coin flip, not the draft. And him being coin flip is the biggest, like that's the biggest factor for OZ, is if Broccoli's going to be able to actually do something for his team or if he's just going to be dead weight. That matters so much for OZ. And why he picked Aatrox and not a good champ? Because he has an AP mid laner and you need to pick AD top lane. And that was the best AD top lane available. For him. For his also, Weiser. He's an Aatrox main. That's another thing. Weiser is an Aatrox main. He doesn't play Lucian. And this is CK. You would expect pro players to know how to play stuff like the Lucian with how simple it is, but Weiser doesn't feel comfortable playing Lucian. He'd rather play Aatrox, is what he's familiar with. The Sword's actually going to be able to beat him to level 6. Sword, can he find the kill on the Weiser is the question. Does have another Q. He's going to land it. Dashes away with the flash. He's going to survive. Yeah, it doesn't really matter since Broccoli's garbage, true.
웨이브를 받아먹는 웨이브 형성이 되다 보니까 6레벨 타이밍이 한발 늦었는데
You know what, Arathogens? I'm gonna have to do it to you, buddy. I'm gonna have to do it to you. You asked for it, Arathogens. I'm gonna have to do it to you.
스와르도 힘을 좀 내주는 것 같네요.
You're in timeout. You are in timeout for, let's say, 18 minutes. Boom. Timeout. You're in timeout there, Chief. I'll see you next game. Wait, how do I undo that? I was joking. Wait, oh, can I not undo it? Oh shit. Wait. No. Okay, I can. Whew. There we go. And this Crown kind of wandering around in the bottom lane, but not gonna find anything really. You just lost your number one fan? No, my number one fan is I don't know who my number one fan is. You know what? 2 Pound's my number. 2 Pound's not my number one fan. He's my number one homie. Frosty. No, Frosty, you just come here to flame me. You're not my number one fan. Miracleville, whatever his name is, he's probably my number one fan. He's introduced all of the memes. He's introduced them. He's come up with every single meme. The tier of disrespect. You bet your black ass I'm your number one fan and homie. So true, 2 Pound. So true. 2 Pound, like, if there's a tier list of fans, 2 Pound is in, like, the god tier. And he's up there by him. No, he's in his own tier. It's called the 2 Pound tier. The N-word pass tier. That's what it's called. The N-word pass tier. Up there, you got 2 Pound. You got Malice is up there, too. And that's, yeah, let's see. Who else is up there? Support TF tier? True. True. As we see Broccoli potentially setting up a gank onto Weiser here. Weiser's just getting bullied as he's moving up, and that's not what you want to do. He's taken to the Death Realm for some reason by Soar, and that might ruin the gank since the EQ was used there. We'll see. The ultimate's going to come through, and that's First Blood, but here comes the rest of Brion Blade. Soar forced to flash away. Henna whiffing the ultimate. Does have the E, though. Broccoli should be going down here, and he does. Kill going over to Doyle as the rest of OZ are top as well. Let's see if maybe Crown wants to pick up a kill here. This is just so weird. If Takeoff has 1 fan, I'm one of them. If Takeoff has 1,000 fans, I'm one of them. If Takeoff has 1,000,000 fans, 2 Pounds about to fucking betray me and become my number one hater. How much you guys want to bet? I'm lower than Malice, Frosty. All you do is bully me. You know what? Like, we should make a tier list. If you want to be on the fan tier list, I want you to message me on Discord. I'll make a fan tier list. I got 2 Pound on there. I got Arathogens on there. I got Frosty on there. I got Miracle on there. I got that one guy that I gave VIP because I lost a bet with him. But we're going to take a look at the replay as Weiser actually doing pretty well with Soar in the Death Realm there. But unfortunately, when he does come out of the Death Realm, Broccoli is waiting for him and drops that ultimate. However, Soar forced to flash away. The Varus ultimate does whiff. However, Broccoli still dies. As it's going to be the Infernal Drake going over to Brion Blade. At one point, I haven't been paying. I need to pay attention. I'm getting distracted. I need to pay more attention. Now, let's see. Did that last game determine anything? No. Okay, sorry. I was making sure that last game didn't eliminate anybody from playoffs or anything, or secure a playoff spot for anybody.
종합적으로 그냥 글로벌 골드 약간 앞서는 거 빼면은 여러 가지 지도들이 브리온 블레이드의 손을 들어줘야 될 것 같아요 지금.
And as we see here, just
지하 작업 활발하게 해주고
Chill vibes only on Summoner's Rift at the moment, despite that early game little shenanigan right there. And
뭐 지인 입장에서 무리 안 하면 되죠. 네. 큰 부분가 많이 좋아지고
why is there? I looked a moment at chat and I looked back up and Soar was taken low.
헬리콥터도 없어요.
Yeah, how about this Mordekaiser pick? Am I right? Wow.
그래서 이제 지인 선수의 니코와는 다르게 라인 쪽
Already losing trades with the Aatrox. Yeesh.
따라가지 못한 채로 파밍
Like I told you, man, the draft doesn't matter. It's a better top wins. And white like
오늘 상대가 니코이기 때문에 안전장구를 치더라도
Mordekaiser's just gonna lose top. Oh, Crown fighting the combo onto Jin and pops the cleanse. This is gonna be the solo kill. Crown with the solo kill. Welcome back to Korea.
한 번을 더 들어
His first kill in CK is a solo kill. That was clean.
이게 웬만하면 이런 각을 만들기 어렵거든요. 네. 결국에는 그 신드라가 본인이 주도적으로 만든다는 느낌보다는 교전이 나올 때 거기서 이제 이러는 역할을 하다 보니까
As we're gonna see here top lane, we do see the Death Realm used by Soar. He might be able to find the kill. Flash by Weiser. He's gonna pick up the solo kill.
와이저 나도 보여준다. 와이저가 보여줬습니다. 저희가 주어는 말 안 했잖아요. 네, 그럼요. 약간 영어식인데요?
영어
Hold on, let me post this on Reddit for my free karma real quick. Okay.
와이저가 결국 보여줬습니다.
And
다음 용 나와 있고 큰일 났죠 사실 브랜드레이드.
예. 이거 순간이동도 없는데 그냥 전령 풀고 탑 쪽에다가 이거 풀책을 가면은
We-
용을 무조건
we're gonna see Brion Blade do a lot of work on this top lane turret, and Herald is in the pocket of Doyle, so this might be the top lane turret going down, but in exchange, Broccoli's gonna pick up this Mountain Drake, and yep, there goes the Herald pop, and Doyle's gonna be able to help take that down, and the turret does go down, and let's see who's gonna steal this. Oh, close, but it is going to be the smite from Broccoli that secures the dragon.
차이가 많이 벌어지고 있습니다. PS도 30개 정도 있고 그리고 이게 모델은 아까 뭐 그런 키를
As we see Crown, is he gonna get another kill here? Nope, does not, and actually he might be in trouble. Gets Insect into the Nico ultimate, pops the hourglass. Let's see if maybe Crown can get away here. Does have flash, he picks up the kill on the Doyle. Crown is just smurfing so hard right now.
이것도 훈련한 대형 신인
Holy shit. Crown just smurfed on Doyle so hard. Oh my god.
이런 느낌
We're gonna take a look earlier at the solo kill here. Crown popping on a Fog of War, knows which one's the right one thanks to the Scattered Over Weak, cleanses the snare, and the ultimate kills Jean. Doesn't even get a chance to get the shield from the Pop Blossom. Oh,
무대이 굉장히 빠른 타이밍에
wow.
신발까지도 업그레이드가 된
Crown is looking to carry OZ.
신드라와 아이 컨택이
That is insane.
가야 될것 같아요. 이거 진짜 좀 먼저 물리지만 않으면요 거의
2 Pound, can you go back and clip that for me, por favor? That kill, please. I know you're in here, or somebody. Arathogens, you get mod back if you go back and clip that. But we're gonna look here. Crown might actually be cut out here. Nope, he's just gonna flash away and be a-okay.
잘 흘러가고 있어요. 네. 그래서 그만큼 다른 쪽에서 수직 공간이 만들어져.
여기도 몸으로 레드링이나 싶었는데
So we see here the play, and Crown hourglassing there, and then what a play from Crown.
한번 더 가서
Oh my goodness.
빠져나오는 승천도 보이고
진짜 여유롭게 잡았습니다.
Do I speak Spanish? A poquito, a little Spanish. I took Spanish in high school and I have not practiced it since then. So my Spanish is really bad.
승리를 좀 싸우면서 이하이 상대를 찍어준다는 느낌이라 노골적으로 직스 같은 챔피언으로 후반보는 경험이 좀 많았었거든요.
그래서 스타일이 아예 다른 거죠. 물론 이안도 이제 신드라나 이런 식으로 활용을 하긴 했는데
좋아는 해요. 예.
결국 대회에서 승리 챙겨준 픽이 뭐냐라고 하는 생각도 픽이었거든요.
그리고 스피어 게이밍이 경기가 잘 풀릴 때는 거의 2회 솔로 킬들이 나왔을 때였거든요. 맞습니다. 미드 쪽에서 주도권을 가져갈 수 있는 오지 게임이 언제나 솔로 플레이가 아니라 솔로 게임 쪽에서 어마어마한 영향을 게임 흐름을 아예 다 바꿔버려요.
그래서 여기서 포킹을 좀 양념을 잘 해주는 게 중요할 것 같은데 일단 주요 포킹들이 잘 안 들어가고 있고요.
그래서 이번 타이밍이 어떻게 보면 신드라 잡을 수 있는 찬스라면 찬스거든요.
크라운이 정화는 있어요. 아니 셋이
Oh shit, my bad. So now the Herald's gonna be taken by OZ, and we might see a fight here. Doyle does have the or not Doyle. That's Crown. Not Crown. Gene that has the flank, but not sure what he's doing. Pilot's gonna pick up the easy kill there. And now Soar has taken Henna into the Death Realm, and he's gonna be able to pick up the kill here as well. OZ are now in the driver's seat of this game. Broccoli going forward to secure a minute, but Minute's just gonna flash on out of there. As OZ Gaming looking to pick up the game here potentially, doing pretty well so far, but remember, this is what we saw out of them last game.
굉장히 우수한 플레이를 보여준 거예요. 약간 잘큰 미드가 나의 그런 소환사 주문들을 미리미리 사용할 것 계산을 해주고 상대를 몰아내는 플레이.
You born 2000? What? What? Is that like a I love you 3000 reference or something? Andre 3000? No, I was not born in 2000. But we take a look at the replay here. Not sure what Ginny is doing there out of position. Sitting on top of that ward there. But Henna gets taken down as well. And Broccoli almost gets the kill onto the Thresh, but does not get it.
모을 시간도 없습니다. 그래서 그 선수들은 다 크라운의 선수부터 나왔고 신드라의
말도 안 돼요.
그리고 아까 말씀드렸던 잡을 수 있는 타이밍이라는 게 점점 없어지는 거거든요. 전멸이 돌아오면.
그래서 이번 용암타는 브리온 블레이드가 피하지 말고 그냥 잘 해야 될 것 같아요. 말씀하신 것처럼 이거 턴을 넘기고 나서 또 이제 줄건조 하다가 크라운 선수 전멸 돌아오고 또 이어서 정화 돌아오고 이러면 안 좋은 거지.
As we see Crown facing off against Weiser, as Brion Blade are going to start up this Ocean Drake. This is the Ocean Soul, and they are going to get the first Drake of the Soul. Meanwhile, OZ are going to be pushing the mid lane in, trying to get some gold in their pockets. Brion Blade, not Brion Blade, sorry, OZ need to really make sure that they don't give away. Oh, Crown planning something here, but the thing is, Doyle is right there, and he has to be careful. Do they know he's in there? I think they know he's in there. Yeah, they're pinking it out. They know he's in there, but they have no interest in trying to dive Crown, so they are gonna just. Oh yeah, that's right. I need here. How about this, Rathagens? Boom. There you go. You're welcome. You're welcome, Rathagens. And you're unmodded for typing an LS emote. That's my one rule. It's my one rule for mods. You can't, unless you're Frosty, you can't use LS emotes. That's my one rule. Only Frosty's allowed to use, and it has to be the. Wait, hold on. You haven't done the Frosty. Are you still in here? Where's the Takeoff go long? Where's that emote? I want to see the Takeoff go long. It's my fucking favorite one. I'm joking, Rathagens. There you go, buddy. Quest. Oh my. Okay, Quest is allowed to use LS emotes too. You're allowed to use those too.
와이저도 똑같은 거죠. 너 크라운이 아니구나. 네. 근데 진짜 원래 롤에서는 그거 너무 중요한 겁니다.
So we're gonna see now just farm state for OZ.
우리 사회에서는 나오는 좀 안 되는 거지만 협동 내에서는 굉장히 필요한 덕목이에요. 그게 게임 잘하는 거예요. 약자에게.
What the f? We're gonna see now Pilot and Motive have to be careful in the jungle. Oh, you know what I just thought about? If I get partnered by Twitch on one, I wonder if they'd let me have the name just Takeoff on Twitch. What? Thank you for the gifted sub. 1, 2, tie my shoe. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Oh, now we're at the Genesis sub. Now you can use the Feels Takeoff, man. Which, by the way, guys, did you know that you can redeem your points to use emotes yourself? You know, all you have to do is 320 points. That's pretty easy to get. If you use 320 points, you too can have Feels Takeoff, man. All you have to do is use those 320 channel points, and you too can feel Takeoff. Which is how I feel whenever... Well, that's how Gene feels getting his ankles broken by Crown twice in a row. I'm sure. How do you think Gene feels at this very moment? Getting his ankles broken by Crown. I bet you he was coming into this one, like, his coach was pumping him up. He was like, alright, you're up against Crown, buddy. He's like rubbing his shoulders. You're up against Crown, young one. You gotta show him. You just show him the move. Show him the Nico. And then you just fucking get solo killed. Poor guy. What's Crown OP.GG? I have no clue. I don't know what his OPGG is now that he's back in... Oh, no, actually, Malice will know. Malice said he played against Crown. Oh, my God, Doyle with the clean insect onto Pilot, but he's just going to flash back, and Doyle has to take the lantern out as Gene's going to pop the Pop Blossom. Is it going to be enough? Gene taking him to the Death Realm by the Mordekaiser. Has to run away. Crown's coming up on the back line. Here he comes. Can he find anything? That's going to be one kill going over to the Tarek. But Crown not going to be able to find any kills on the lurk there. As we're going to see, Crown might be in trouble here. Gets caught out. Is going to be able to flash away. Now Minute might be the one that's caught out. He's in a really rough spot here. He's going to get down. The kill's going to go over to Crown. Crown is just having a field day. This is such a good warm-up game for him. And what's scary, too, is that this is Brion Blade. These aren't bottom feeders. These are a potential playoff team, a potential finalist team. And they're just looking like a bunch of solo queue players against Crown, who's going to not be able to pick up the kill onto Weiser. And that's a Morello on Crown. I just noticed this, as Doyle might be able to steal this. Oh, he is not. Is Insec for what? Oh, that's right. We have people in chat that don't know. Okay, so Insec is a term in League of Legends. Oh, wait, no. Someone said Insec for what? But still, I'm going to tell you guys what Insec is. So Insec is a term in League of Legends. Long ago, like Season 4, I think, was the last time Insec was a respectable player. But I think he got the name around Season 2. Insec is the most well-respected Lee Sin player for... I don't know if he invented it, but he popularized. Oh, nice insect there. That was like a 1-inch insect, though. I don't know about that one. But basically, what you do is you use one of your abilities to launch you flash. You can do there's one of two ways to insect. You can either flash or use your Q to move up to them. You can move up to them, and then you do something called ward hopping, which you put a ward behind them, and you can use an ability to jump to the ward, and then you use your ultimate, which kicks them in towards your team. And it's not hard to pull off, but at this level of play with the reaction times that all these players have, especially against Pilot, it's pretty difficult to pull off an insect like that. It was a pretty clean insect. Unfortunately, it didn't really do anything. I don't really know why he tried to do it. His team wasn't there. I guess he was just doing it to show off. But whatever. Thought he could get the kill, I guess. I don't know why you think you can get a kill against the Callista Taric 1v2, but this is looking like quite the stomp for OZ so far. They're already working on this bottom lane turret. However, wouldn't be uncharacteristic of them to throw. We did see them throw last time. As we see Soar take Weiser into the Death Realm. Soar, you need to be careful. You're in the middle of 5 members. What are you doing? Has to flash out. Here comes Broccoli trying to save his life. He gets away there. As Crown throwing out some abilities there. We do see the double stun from Motive. Crown's going to pop the ultimate to kill Weiser. And now that's going to be the turret most likely going over to OZ Gaming. What the hell did I just read in Twitch chat? I don't know. But anyway, We are going to see them start working on this turret. Here comes Doyle trying to throw out his clone to scare OZ, but they're not falling for it.
여기서는 포지션이 아주 좋은데요. 신드라가 여전히 앞에 나와 있으나 뭐 물어보기라도 할 텐데.
As we are going to see OZ slowly but surely take this inhib, and they're going to make their way on out of there. Henna's trying to run up. He does have the ultimate. Could try to pick off somebody. Oh, Crown gets lit up there. Now they might be in trouble here. Weiser is coming up in 4 seconds with teleport, but he doesn't really have anything to teleport onto. Is he going to teleport? He's teleporting. Okay, so they want to fight this. But the question is, can they fight? Oh, Crown getting slowed down. Cleanses a little bit too early there. Here comes Weiser, pops the ultimate and the home guard. They're going so deep into this, but will they get anything? Weiser has the flash. He's going to flash forward onto Soar as Crown is eventually taken down by Henna. This is the fight that Brion Blade are looking for to get back in. Double kill. And let's see if maybe Pilot can turn this one around. Nope, not going to be able to get any kills there. So that's 2 kills going over to OZ, but they do get the inhib. And there's nothing for Brion Blade to do.
나머지가 거리를 좀 벌려줬어야 됐을 것 같아요. 귀신이 못하고 누우고. 크라운만 잡자였어요. 네. 이묘하게 결국 크라운을 잡아내는 데 성공했습니다.
노골적이긴 했으나 브리온 블레이드가 수행을 워낙 확실하고 깔끔하게 잘했다 이렇게 보는 게 맞겠죠.
As we're going to get a fat F in chat for Crown. Can I get an F in chat for Crown, please, ladies and gentlemen? Let's all bow our heads. Rest in peace, Crown. Dying for the first time in CK. I thought he would go deathless. Then it would have been funny if he would have gone deathless this series. Oh, I fucking loco docoed that word. I lisped it so hard. Deathless. Fuck me. I'm turning into the man. I'm loco doco now. But we are gonna see Brion Blade. They do get kills, and both of them do go over to the bars, including a shutdown. And then Weiser's able to get a kill as well, but for what? You know what I mean? You get shut down, so Varus is back in the game, but for what? I don't know, maybe it's I'm biased right now. I really want OZ to win. I really want OZ to secure playoffs. That'd be such a good fucking storyline. Imagine if OZ won playoffs. Oh my goodness. I don't think they can though. I don't think they can beat because they'd have to beat either Sotable or Dynamics, and that's just not possible. They can beat Spear though. We've seen that. OZ can beat Spear. My team made it into franchising. Which one's your team? Oh, Brion. Brion didn't make it into franchising. They're just applying for franchising. I just realized it's fucking reform in chat. Brion didn't make franchising. They announced that they're applying for franchising. As we are gonna see now. Ocean Drake prepared by OZ. If Brion Blade can get this is Ocean Soul, and that completely changes the tide of this game if they can get this Ocean Soul. Let's see if maybe Doyle can get this. Oh, it's stolen! Henna! Henna might have just won in this game for Brion Blade. And now OZ want to force a Baron. I don't know if this is the right call. I don't know if this is the right call for OZ. They're trying to force a fight on Baron here. As we're going to see Minute be taken really low there. Ultimate's going to be used by Henna. He's going to pop out the Q as well. As we see them starting up this Baron, and Brion Blade are oblivious to this. Brion Blade are just completely oblivious to the fact that they're doing Baron. They want to take the tower, I guess. They're either oblivious or they're just not interested.
뭐 여전히 차이가 있다 하더라도 많이 따라가죠.
As
용의 영혼이거든요.
OZ might be in trouble now. They do have the Baron, but Brion Blade have Ocean on an Aatrox.
어쨌든 오지 입장에서는 다 풀려봐야겠죠. 해나가 잘했다고 봐야겠죠 이거.
파일럿과 모티브 현재 파일럿이
OZ are going to be pushing in this mid wave. They're looking to crack open the base a bit more.
바로는 두 번째 먹었습니다.
Spooky Ghosts are popped out, but they're just going to both hit Motive and not really do much.
골 차이 나는 거랑 별개로 아까랑 좀 분위기가 많이 다르지. 지인 선수도 분명히
Crown does have Death Cap, Morello, and
사용하기.
the Ludenzecko.
분명히 유명화의 연결 방선 때문에 포지셔닝 잡는 데 좀 어려움이 생기고 레벨링도 결국 따라왔고요. 1레벨 차이가 납니다.
샷 싸움을 좀 해주고 있는 오지 게이밍인데 쉽게 전진하지 않고 있는 브리온 블레이드예요.
브리온이 나갈 이유가 없거든요.
오지 입장에서는 상대를 밀어 넣어놓고 지금은 그냥 또 역시나 타겟 활용해서
We see now a one, really, I can't tell what the split push is. I think it's a 1-4. Crown being the 1 and the rest of the team being the 4. Is they're going to crash
크라운이
onto this inhibitor, and it is going to go down most likely.
계속해서 마크를 해주고 있습니다.
If Brion Blade managed to lose... Oh, they're going to go even further. They want to continue this as the teleport's coming in from Weiser, who was split pushing in the top lane, and they're going to back off, and they're instead going to work on this mid lane inhibitor turret.
지금까지는 타겟 못
As
잡았고요.
it's going to go down now. Baron still up for another 54 seconds. They're going to take the second inhibitor as well, most likely. Sword trying to find something with the proto belt there. Not going to find anybody, though.
수업되기 밀었고 장로는 2분 40초 남았습니다. 시간은 브리온 블레이드의 편입니다.
그리고 우주의 강의를 신드라에게 써준다는 가정에 신드라가 그냥 앞으로 하나 죽이면서 시작할 수도 있거든요. 이게 대포 웨이브 쌓아둔 상태에서
So we see now the Varus ultimate's going to be popped, but it is going to be QSS by Soar. Do OZ want to end the game here? It looks like they do. Can they, though, is the question. Super Minions are arriving. They can just wait for the mid and Super Minions to arrive, and then they can try to force the Nexus turret. But for now, they only have one wave of Super Minions. The next wave is coming in, though. Soar's going to take Henna into the Death Realm. Henna doesn't have a QSS, and he's going to go down here. What are you doing not buying the QSS? Such a greedy purchase. We see Jenier pop the Pop Blossom to get 3 members. Weiser putting in work here, but can they catch out Crown? They do not, but they do get 3 members of OZ only for Henna. Weiser might be looking for more members. Does have the GA, can continue to fight. Does have Flash as well. Pops the E, he's gonna get slowed by Broccoli. They can't fight him is the thing. Crown gonna be forced to flash away. He has the Ocean Soul, but Crown does have Morello, so he does have the Grievous Wounds. They're trying to get away here, and that's what I was talking about with the Ocean Soul. It's very difficult to beat Aatrox with Ocean Soul. It's very, very difficult.
시간을 어떻게 보면 이제 브리온 블레이드가 번 거예요.
네, 이게 리플레이 때 설명을 드릴 수 있는데 처음에 스타트를 되게 잘했거든요.
네.
As we see Henna taken into the Death Realm, didn't have QSS, but look at the other side of the fight here. Watch Weiser here.
근데 여기서 보시면
Goes in. Jean with a massive Pop Blossom, and then Weiser just blowing up Pilot.
크라운은 피했지만 파일럿이 그거
And then the rest of the team cleaning up
바로
on Soar and on Motive.
굉장히 모레시도 흐름이 지면서 크라운의 공격도 모두 흡수했습니다. 어쨌든 지금 넥서스의 포탑까지 다 밀어나는
As OZ
오직장에서는 경기를 거의 끝낸 거나 마찬가지. 이러면 오히려 본인들이 스트레스를 줘야죠, 브리온 블레이드한테. 우리가 노리는 건 바론이나 장로만이 아니라 니네 본진 어떻게 할 건데. 그런 스트레스를 줘야 오즈도 깔끔하게 이길 수 있어요.
Now, something I do want to bring up, guys. This is an open Nexus on the side of Brion Blade.
이거 이미 많이
And
나왔잖아요. 탈이 누적 쓰면서 그냥 건물
something Mordekaiser is very good at is backdooring. Especially,
열하게 해야 됩니다.
oh, Broccoli's looking for a flank. Not the backdoor, but he's looking for a flank. Let's see if he can find it. He's gonna go in. He's gonna trap 2 members. Gene forced to use the Pop Blossom. Insect from Doyle gonna send Crown forward, and he's gonna probably go down here. Does go down, but he takes Henna with him. Let's see if the rest of OZ can capitalize minute. Oh, Pilot not able to find the reset on the Rend as Broccoli's gonna go back in on the backline, trying to find some kills. Weiser and Soar in the Death Realm as Pilot's doing so much work on this Callista. Is this another pentakill from him? Oh, it's not actually because I forgot Crown got a kill, but this could be a lot of work done here by the Callista as they're gonna pick up the ace here. OZ Gaming gonna take this one as they take the series to match point. 1-1.
경기 후에 쉬는 느낌이에요.
네. 그러니까 사실 아까 파일럿이 안 터졌으면은 이런 상황이 원래 아까 나왔어야 됐어요.
Absolutely fantastic play from OZ, looking so much better with Broccoli and Crown in the lineup as they take this game. G-G-E-Z, ladies and gentlemen. It's as simple as that. Put in Crown and you win games. Who would have known?
경기 내용적으로
They should have put him in sooner, honestly.
보내드리면
If I'm being real here.
하고 솔킬이면 솔킬 뭐 1대 다 마크면 마크 저게 주요 공격수를 뽑아주잖아요. 이게 어마어마한 긴장감을 뿜는
Now, we are going to go to game 3, and OZ are on the blue side, which statistically does have an advantage. However, only red side has won this match. So far, this match. As,
약간 이런 느낌.
give me just a second, I need to do some stuff.
정말로 뭐 어떻게 보면 이런 생각을 하면서 지켜보신 분들도 있을 텐데 이게 절대 아니라는 걸 굉장히
역설적인 보면 그만큼 견인해주는 역시나 OT
Just putting stuff for League PDF, sorry, but what game from OZ. They've looked, that is the best they have looked all year. And that's the thing, although Eon has had a good year so far, he's not able to really carry as much as Crown just did in that one game.
맞습니다. 그 정도로 사실 몇 경기 남지 않아서
It is just, it is just so unreal that OZ are just phenomenally better with just one roster change, with just one player coming in.
마지막 한타 장면.
As we will take a look at the last replay here, and really good lurk by Henna, but watch Doyle. Doyle almost won this fight for Brion Blade by ulting Crown forward, but unfortunately, they aren't. Henna isn't positioning right with the Syndra being ulted forward, not taking into consideration that someone that is capable of bursting him just ran into him. As the rest of the fight really just goes the way of OZ, because without Varus, the Aatrox just can't 1v5, and there's no one else on the side of Brion Blade that can carry these team fights. And from there, it's just GG. Oh my goodness. Look at Henna's damage. Lethargy Varus put in some work. Crown and Sword doing a lot of damage themselves. Pilot, Weiser also doing some damage. Everyone else really slacking. Jin, not too bad on the damage side, but considering that he's supposed to be one of the AP damage carries, it's a little iffy. But yeah, how about that Aatrox pick, right? Or Athogens? Man, that Aatrox pick doing work. You are absolutely right, buddy. Man, look at all that. Look at that damage gap. Ooh. Damn. But we are going to be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with Game 3. Will OZ pull off the reverse sweep and keep their playoff dreams alive? Or will Brion Blade secure their spot in, well, and outside of relegations? They won't be securing their playoff spot, but we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for the conclusion of this epic match. OZ Gaming versus Brion Blade. So much is on the line. Who's going to win? We'll find out.
1세트 경기입니다.
그래서 밀고 들어가나요?
엘미도 그냥 줄 생각 없거든요. 순간이동.
예, 일단 아래쪽.
데미지 잘 들어갔는데요.
그러면서
하루만에 먹었고요. 드래곤.
예,
리치 등장.
페이지가 나갔고 근데 다시 가두고 위에서는 또 위대로 일기토하고 있고
구잔.
예, 일단 샤크도 좀 위험하긴 해요. 이쪽도.
구잔 잡혔고 샤크는
빵!
잡았습니다.
좀 봐야 될 것 같아요.
또 전멸없잖아.
그래, 그 다음에
네.
벽에 좀
근데-
꼈어요.
네.
또 월광
역습각 나오나요?
그 다음에
페이지
잡히고
나가고요.
그래서
잡혔고요.
와 탈이 궁이 실쿨이었는데
아하.
예.
잡아 먹으려고 열어요 보통.
일단 바둑은 빗나가.
근데
연처가 너무 좋은.
근데
버스트.
잡았어요.
그래서 슬러거가 버티고
버텼어요.
그래서 이러려고 열었다. 끼고 있는 위치라서 모델도 활약하기 어려워요.
그러죠.
앞이 아니
그리고 또 무적 쓰면서 들어가는데
따라갔어요.
끌렸는데요 무적을?
그렇죠. 카이팅하면서 빼내고 있는 거죠.
그러면서
하도
역습각.
다음
와,
왼쪽을 같이 보긴 했는데 근데 여기서 갱남이 또 빠져나가면 왔다 갔다.
그리고
그래서
미포가 딱.
구잔까지.
그러면서 근데 스턴 대박.
아, 이거 역습각이.
아펠이 또
예, 페이지가 좀 데미지 넣는 구도가 나와요.
엘미가 이득을 보는가 싶었는데 다이나믹스가
아,
예리한
한번-
타이밍에 치고 나갑니다.
이게 한 번 더 들어간 게
네.
안
와.
들어가야 되지 않았나요? 공이
네.
없잖아요. 에코가 얼마나 활약해 주는지가 또 중요한 것 같아요. 이제 뭐 바드만 가지고는 안 되고요.
모데카이저가 위로 뚜벅뚜벅 가서 약간 그라가스
예.
이렇게 뭔가 눈 마주치거나 이럴 것 같은데 일단 한번
에코가
오,
돌았거든요.
모대가 지금 허리를 끊어버렸는데요.
네, 그래도
진입.
일로 와 그라가스 나랑 놀자. 드래곤이냐?
먹었죠?
네.
먹었고요.
그 다음 그러면 한타 에코가 진입각을 볼 수 있나요?
아, 미포
에코가.
공각이 그렇게.
에코가 진입을 할 수 있나요? 에코가
리치
진입을
마무리가 안
못하면
돼요.
네.
에코가 진입을 못하면
아까 한번 진입했다가 또 빠져나온 것이기
네.
때문에.
오우 지금 화력이
뒤로 물러나야 될 것
대박이야.
같고요.
그리고 무적 밀고 들어간다.
미포
예.
아무도 못
너
도와주죠,
전멸
미포를.
없지.
잡혔어요.
예, 그리고 방에서 또
스칼렛도 잡혔어요.
리치왕 강림.
다이나믹스
아.
안정감 있는 다이나믹스다운 그런 플레이를 시종일관 보여줍니다. 단단함을 뚫어보려고 했습니다만은 역부족이었어 엘미.
아니 리치가
와.
경기 마무리됩니다.
GG.
예, 2세트 경기입니다. 자, 그래서 반대편
하면서
붙었죠. 이거는
슬로우 걸고 최대한 예.
잡혔습니다. 깔끔하게 잡아냈어요.
슬러그가 돌긴 돌아서
아칼리도 좀 세고
이동
네.
장막
진짜 위 아래 따로따로인데 근데
뽑았어요.
앞이 뚫렸는데요.
물론 좀 봐야 될 것 같아.
자, 야소로 빠져나갔고요.
슬러거가
그다음 아펠리오스.
핑퐁 중. 슬러거도 핑퐁 중인데 근데 아펠리오스가 계속 때리면 예.
한 번 더
제집. 와
잡아냈어요.
러브샷이 어쨌든 같이 나오고
네.
근데 후잔도 건재하니까요. 잘 안 되잖아. 우리가 조금 압박할게.
들어갔는데요.
예. 그래서
디텔.
그래서 순간적으로 이게 야스오가 그래서
예
휘졌는데요.
휘졌는데요.
예.
죽었고요.
유미도
페이지.
죽었어요.
앞에.
예,
반대로
예.
빠졌어요.
예. 그래서 이게 뭐 발사를
리치!
리치가 망했어도 나름 아트록스니까요.
그리고 다시 들어가요. 슬러거가
좋아요,
자요.
예. 그래서
슬러거까지
이즈는 완전 리미트 빵딜.
어떻게 막아낼까요?
전멸 없는 아펠리오스 점사. 그러니까 전멸 없는 다 합니다.
예.
네.
그래서 이러고 해산하면 손해잖아요 그냥.
예. 그리고
네.
가성비 좋은 아트록스가
그쵸?
나름 단단해서 이게 앞에 있으면
아펠이 뒤로
일단.
쫙 빠져 있거든요.
그리고 아칼리가 에이스인데요.
너무 많이
아칼리가
맞았어요.
에이스라서 예, 아칼리 살려야 되는데
이걸 살려요?
앞라인 리치.
앞라인 리치가 밀고 들어가요.
그런데 힘이 좀 부족해 보이는데.
야스오의 약결.
빵 스커지 야쏘
우리 야쏘.
스쏘
네. 우리에게 익숙한 야쏘의
네.
모습 어쩔 수 없었어요.
강화세가 트리거가 당겨지면 예.
아펠리오스.
이제 샤크가 각성했어요. 나름.
그리고
아니
왜?
슬러거 디테일 각이 안 나오고
그래서 지금 급하게 오죠.
막 기어가서 버를
강타
먹었다.
먹었다. 빠지면 이득. 진영 다시 잡아. 그러니까 슬로거가 들어가는데 진영 다시 잡아.
페이지를
밀착
중심으로
경우, 밀착 경우.
들어왔어요. 아펠리.
아니
슬러거
슬로거 좀
아니
급한 거 아닌가요? 너무
되게 신기한데요 이게
후자
진짜.
탈진.
페이지가
페이지 반대편 벽 뒤로 넘어갔어요.
그러면 다시 또 밀고 나가고.
아칸에 잡혔고요. 그래서
페이지가
페이지
페이지
잡아라.
아니 야수 최후의 승자. 그래도 이즈리얼 더 몰아치죠.
그리고 리치가 내가 누가 영웅이지? 네.
와 수녀가
투잔이 영웅이요.
내가 영웅이다.